In a tale that could be mistaken for a movie script, one woman's strength and resilience were put to the ultimate test when she discovered the unthinkable. The man she loved and trusted with her life had orchestrated her murder. This is the story of Noella Rukundo, a Burundian-Australian woman who faced betrayal and danger but emerged stronger than ever. Noella Rukundo was born and raised in Burundi, a small nation in East Africa. Her life was far from easy, marked by hardships that many would find insurmountable. Widowed with 5 children, Noella knew she needed to make a change. In 2004, she took a leap of faith and moved to Australia, seeking a brighter future for her family. With the help of a resettlement agency, Noella found her footing in Melbourne. She secured a job, enrolled her children in school, and began adapting to life in a foreign land. It was during her visits to the agency that she met Balenga Kalala, a refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Kalala, a widower himself, had also fled tragedy. His wife and child were victims of rebel violence in his home country. What began as casual encounters soon blossomed into a romance. Kalala's kindness and humor captivated Noella. Despite her initial reservations about remarrying, she fell in love. The two married and blended their families, eventually having 3 children of their own. Kalala worked hard to support their household, first in a seafood processing plant and later as a forklift operator. On the surface, their life seemed idyllic. But behind closed doors, cracks were beginning to show. Over time, Noella began to see a darker side of her husband. Kalala had a volatile temper and, when stressed, often lashed out. Though he apologized profusely after each incident, promising to change, the pattern repeated itself. As a devoted wife and mother, Noella chose to endure, hoping that love and time would heal the fractures in their relationship. Life continued, and Noella maintained close ties with her family back in Burundi. Regular phone calls kept her connected to her roots. Then, in early 2015, devastating news reached her. Her stepmother had passed away. Despite the emotional and financial challenges, Noella felt it was her duty to return to Burundi to pay her respects. Kalala, unable to join her due to work commitments, encouraged her to make the journey. Little did Noella know, this trip would alter her life forever. After attending her stepmother's funeral, Noella returned to her hotel in Bujumbura, the capital of Burundi. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she welcomed a phone call from Kalala, who seemed unusually concerned about her well-being. He suggested she step outside for some fresh air. Trusting her husband's advice, she complied. As Noella stepped out of the hotel, a man approached her. Before she could react, he pointed a gun at her and threatened her life if she screamed. She was forced into a waiting car, blindfolded and driven to an unknown location. Her mind raced with terror as she tried to make sense of the situation. Once at their destination, Noella was tied to a chair. The kidnapper's questions added to her confusion. What did you do to this man? Why does he want you dead? Noella pleaded her innocence, insisting she had no enemies. Then came the revelation that shattered her world. Her husband, Kalala, was behind the plot. In disbelief, Noella protested, accusing the men of lying. To prove their claim, they called Kalala and put the conversation on speakerphone. His voice, cold and unrecognizable, confirmed the hit. claiming he had been consumed by jealousy and fear that she would leave him for another man. But Noella had heard enough. She contacted the police, who arrested Kalala shortly thereafter. During his trial, Kalala confessed to orchestrating the murder plot. He told the court that jealousy had clouded his judgment. Despite his guilty plea, his actions were deemed heinous. In December 2015, Kalala was sentenced to 9 years in prison for incitement to murder. The trial revealed the depths of Kalala's betrayal and left Noella grappling with the emotional aftermath. While some in their community sided with Kalala, refusing to believe he was capable of such an act, Noella stood firm. Her decision to seek justice was driven not by vengeance but by a desire to protect herself and her children. Today, Noella is focused on rebuilding her life. Though the scars of her ordeal remain, she refuses to let them define her. She is determined to provide a stable and loving home for her 8 children, drawing strength from their smiles and the hope of a brighter future. In interviews, Noella has shared her story as a cautionary tale. She emphasizes the importance of vigilance and self-respect, urging women to prioritize their safety and well-being. "My past life is gone," she said. "I am starting a new life now." Noella's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite facing unimaginable betrayal, she found the courage to confront her fears and reclaim her life. It's a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is hope for a brighter tomorrow. If this story inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with someone who needs to hear Noella's incredible journey. Together, let's spread stories of strength and perseverance. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.